This is a special presentation from News Channel Nebraska. '25 Nebraska State Basketball on News Channel Nebraska is presented by Currency. Does your business need help financing big-ticket items? Currency is here to help. Visit gocurrency.com for details. Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose. Find out more at libertyfirstcu.com. Teammates Mentoring. Join the team. Be a mentor. Go to teammates.org today. Woodhouse Auto. Convenience delivered every time. Medica. With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for. And by 5 Points Bank. Trust the better bank with your financial needs.
State tournament action in Lincoln, Nebraska continues with Class D1 wrapping up the final half of this bracket. We got Elm Creek and Diller Odell to take things on in our first game of the late slate. And as well, after this one, Southwest and Cedar Catholic as a full picture. Kalen Devin along with Andy Klassen from Lincoln, Nebraska.
Let's go.
Let's get it going. Our starters for the Diller Odell Griffins: Ashley Dewis, Jaden Hayek, Bailey Vilda, Aiden McKinney, and Miley Weirs. Watch out for Miley, a 5'9" senior committed to UNK.
Over 2,000 career points, averaging over 23 per game. She is an elite scorer from all three levels.
As for Elm Creek, a team that is 24-1, Hallie Knapp, Kendall Cavany, Ryan Erickson, Ashley Bauer, and Chelsea Kotick. Take a look at Kendall Cavany, 5'4" sophomore, 12.5 points per game, a great ball handler, and one of many players on this Buffaloes team that can just go off.
Any one of those five could lead them in scoring this evening. Cavany, as you mentioned, she is a 5'4" offensive giant, averaging 13 points per game, but she really pushes the tempo, and she does such a good job of involving others, getting multiple teammates involved early, scoring the ball.
Well, let's get things going in Lincoln, ready for the jump. As we get ready, Aiden McKinney along with Hallie Knapp. Ball is in the air, and Diller Odell wins possession first. Griffins basketball to open things up. Thanks for joining us on News Channel Nebraska. Three-pointer off the glass and no good. A miss from Miley Weirs.
Just a little heavy, but that's a good take for the Griffins, getting Weirs a look like that from beyond the perimeter.
Trying to start with a bit of a spark, and that's a team that Diller Odell is going to have to do today, playing a really good Elm Creek squad. An Elm Creek team that's lost once this season, Andy, and that's to Minden, a team playing on Friday in Class C1.
Yeah, Minden, who's already taken care of business here at the state tournament earlier today.
Weirs, look at the ball movement, has the ball poked away into the hands of Erickson. Erickson up the floor, right hand, lays it in.
Fantastic job going coast to coast. Erickson under control, strong with that right hand.
One of the things we want to keep our eye on is the depth from each team. Diller Odell with a few players injured here today, so that's going to be the key. Madeline Party, Madison Rosebaugh, two players that are usually in the lineup. We'll want to watch out for them because they're not going to be there today for the Griffins.
There's Erickson again on the defensive end, that on-ball pressure for the Buffaloes.
Buffaloes trying to go back up the floor, and a foul, a bit of a late whistle as Aiden McKinney tried to get there defensively. And this is Buffalo's free throws coming up.
Yeah, Elm Creek really likes to push the tempo. They like to run up and down the court, play at a fast pace. Diller Odell, they like to change it up. They'll play a little bit more zone defense, getting that half court, but they're an opportunistic offensive team. When it's there, they like to push the tempo as well.
First free throw by Ashley Bauer is good. It's a Diller Odell team that is 18-7 on the year. They've won 6 straight games. 3 of those 6 wins have all been against Lord Central Catholic, including the district final, Andy.
You know, that was a really tricky win for them, having to play Lord Central Catholic twice within the span of 7 days, beating them by 6 points each time.
Too long on the three-pointer, a bit too much from Vilda. Here comes Elm Creek leading 4-0.
Yeah, both teams trying to, hone in that range here, playing at a different court here in the Devaney Sports Center.
Poked away, and Vilda gets the steal up the floor to Weirs. Weirs right hand, what a move!
Oh, fakes left, gets the defense leaning, goes back right. A little bit of a Euro step.
Nearly another steal. Elm Creek trying to settle down a little bit. Knapp in the corner. Now the drive inside. Good move. Cavani off the glass and in.
It appeared Cavani lost the handle there for a moment, but kept her composure. Kaylin went up, used the window, got the deuce.
5:55 to go in the first quarter. Our first quarter today is thanks in part to John Henry's. Our family serving yours. Shot blocked and a foul. A little bit of too much arm. And that will send Ashley Dewis to the free throw line.
Dewis did a really nice job going left. I thought maybe she extended this drive just a little too much into that secondary defender, but she drew the foul, got herself to the line.
Kotick was there with the initial block, but too much contact through the block.
Yeah.
Draws the foul. First free throw good from Dewis.
Yeah, and give Dewis a lot of credit getting through that first defender, then attacking the rim.
Second one is no good. It is tracked down by Ryan Erickson. A 6-3 lead for Elm Creek. 2 seed and the 7 seed in this first match of the nightcap. A pass up the floor to Weirs, trying to outrace her defender, draws the foul. And Miley Weirs will have her first trip at the free throw line.
She is so good in the open court. You see how she kept that ball left away from the defender that entire way.
There's a look at the miss and then the pass out to Weirs. Got a lot of speed. Future Loper.
Yeah, they're getting a 2,000 career points scored. And how about Vilda with the outlet pass? After the rebound, getting it out there.
Those passes can always be tricky to complete. Diller Odell able to do it and get one free throw. Ball goes through the legs, but picked up by Cavani. Erickson trapped, gets it to Cavani, who fakes the defender. Nice ball movement inside. That shot not quite good. Offensive rebound. Another offensive board for the putback. Multiple opportunities for the Buffaloes. And finally have a jump ball.
Yeah, see, and that's where the size of Knapp and Erickson is really having an impact early on. Diller Odell is really going to have to focus in on finding bodies and boxing them out. They're trying to play a zone right now. I don't mind that whatsoever. But when that ball goes up on the rim, they got to find a body and box out tough to get that rebound.
This is a Diller Odell team. You talked about tough. This Griffins team is tough. Multiple injuries. Look on the floor right now. You got Dewis with a big leg brace. You've also got McKinney down there with a massive brace. And they're fighting and they're playing hard as this shot goes up and down for Cavani.
Beautiful drive cutting across the center of the lane there. And you mentioned McKinney there for Diller Odell. She was just a little late getting over in her knee brace to help with that defense.
We didn't even mention Hayek, who's got the face guard. This team is just beaten up, and they're here in Lincoln. That's how strong and tough Diller Odell's been. Nice move inside.
Oh, nice.
Good step through to the glass and down. Chelsea Kotick with a bucket.
Kotick did a fantastic job keeping that pivot foot live throughout that little scuffle there before she laid it in.
Elm Creek's been fantastic all season long. They've got a 6-point lead early in quarter number 1, about halfway through. Hayek thought about a three, drives inside, has it rejected. Ashley Bauer with the defense. Ball on the floor is picked up by the Griffins, and then this is thrown away. Knapp up to Bauer. Rebound after the miss. Buffalo crowd wanted the foul, didn't get it. No look pass and a whistle. Hard into
she's hurt.
the backboard. Oh boy. Bailey Vilda slow to get up.
A good sportsmanship there showed by Kotick there, the player that committed the foul. Helped the Griffin up there afterwards.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was just a strong foul underneath the rim.
Vilda at the line. After a hard foul, misses the first free throw.
And on the other end where the Elm Creek crowd wanted that foul, I mean, don't get me wrong, Weirs took a swing, but she came up empty. Kind of missed the ball, missed the arm, missed everything. So I kind of leaned towards the officials there.
Well, that last one
there, but the harm wasn't.
Right, and then the last one you just had a lot of body. 10-4 lead. Elm Creek with the lead and the ball. What a pass, nearly caught by Knapp as it dribbles out of bounds, going back to the Griffins.
Good on Beekman there, getting there defensively for Diller Odell, mucking it up, causing the turnover.
Miley Weirs with the basketball, averaging about 23 points per game. She is needed tonight. Dewis on the wing, and then over to Beekman.
Yeah, Weirs with 150 rebounds on the season, 89 assists.
Quick jumper off the glass, no good. Dewis not able to convert. With Elm Creek, you're going to have to go punch for punch. Here's a turnover.
Miscommunication there offensively.
Vilda to Miley Weirs. Quick first quarter, 2:42 to go in the opening frame.
I like this from Diller Odell. Slow it down, rest on offense, right? Work on defense, rest on offense.
You know you like to go fast, but find that open shot. Ball knocked out of bounds by the Buffaloes. It stays with the Griffins. 2.5 to go in the first quarter.
Well, and we mentioned how the Griffins are playing through injury, right? They're beat up a little bit here. It's the end of the season. So go ahead, take your time on offense. But right now, know where the shot clock's at. Only 12 seconds left.
Weirs throws it in, caught by Hayek. Hayek nearly lost it. It's on the floor. Nobody has it, and now it's picked up by the Buffaloes. And a three is good! Kendall Cavany.
Yeah, she just does it all. She does it all for Elm Creek. The pull-up three after the steal.
7 points in this first quarter. Weirs trying to answer back, a step-back three off the back of the rim. Cavany leading the Buffalo down the floor. Charging over to Erickson. Picked up for three, perfect spot, bit too long, and Weirs has got the basketball. Delivers a baseball pass up the floor to Dewis, and fouled.
Dewis has done a really nice job in spots, right? Attacking the rim, once again, getting herself to the foul line. That's a good place for Diller Odell to kind of stay in this game, hang in there from the foul line.
Weirs will take a seat as Dewis, first free throw, drops.
Officials for this game, Taylor, Winkler, Scott, Johnson, and Brody McIntosh will be our trio on the court here this afternoon.
Are you pretty excited that there's someone named Brody here tonight making an impact? Guys named Brody who make an impact, you're all over those kind of guys.
We've seen it before at the state tournament.
That is true. Elm Creek dribbled down, below post, no good. Dewis is swarmed, and a foul on Cavany.
I like that whistle right there. Cavany was kind of getting her hands in there, reaching, foul.
That is the fifth foul on Elm Creek, which means it's free throws for the rest of this minute and 35 for Diller Odell.
Yeah, it's all gas, all go, all of the time for the Buffaloes. And so you got to take the good and the bad with that, right, Kaylin? So one of the things, you know, could be a little bit of the fallout is you're going to commit some fouls.
Free throw, no good from Dewis. She's already 3 of 5 from the line in this opening quarter. I love the student section from Elm Creek, though. The light-up blue hats, those are sweet. Light-up blue hats, you got the green and, or the blue and gold pom-poms. We'll get you a better look here in just a little bit. On the drive, nice bounce pass. Yes, perfect. And a foul for Ryan Erickson.
Not only just the execution there overall, Kaylin, the bounce pass, but then Erickson dribbling to her right, not just going straight up because the defense was there. The defense was ready. So she took her time, went back across the lane underneath the rim, collected the foul, and there you see it, knocking down that front end of her free throws. Yeah, right here, not just going straight up, taking that extra step, freeing herself up some space.
Second free throw, no good by Erickson, and it is a touchdown lead for Elm Creek, 14-7 for Diller Odell. Weirs delivers a pass to a wide open Dewis, who left it long.
Yeah, the range just hasn't been there thus far for Diller Odell.
I've been a bit too strong on some of those deep shots. A minute to go in the first. Here's a three from Elm Creek. That's no good. Skying for the rebound and through the hands of Knapp. Back to Weirs. Griffins trail by 7. Weirs trying to change it. She does! Buries a three, and it's a 4-point lead for the Buffaloes.
And she looks right to her student section, points at him and says, let's go.
Big triple for the Griffins, then almost a turnover. It is up to Weirs, who comes back for the basketball. Wants another, and no good off to the left. That might have taken the air out of the building. Kick to the corner. Weirs trying to grab a pickpocket steal over to Erickson. Here's the drive and a whistle. That's on Dewis.
Definitely would have fired up the Diller Odell crowd had Weirs connected on that second three, going back to back. And did you see how she lured the defense to kind of sag off, give her some space? She was setting up that three-point shot from the top of the key the entire way.
14 seconds to go in the first quarter, a 4-point Buffalo lead. Here's a three on the far side. It's no good. Now Weirs has got it with 5 seconds.
Gotta go.
She's gotta go. Miley Weirs, a deep one, step back, no! And Elm Creek with a short 4-point lead, 14-10 over Diller Odell. It's a fun one. Class D1 2-seed and on top by 4.
State basketball on NCN is brought. State basketball on NCN is brought to you by Heritage at Fountain Point, redefining senior living with a steadfast commitment to comfort, compassion, and dignity. Agri-City Insurance, protecting what you grow. And by Family Physical Therapy and Sports Center, getting you back in the game.
Liberty First Credit Union. It's for you. You live in Nebraska or the surrounding states? Then it's for you. Want to earn cash back on your transactions? Then it's for you. Are you ready to start banking with purpose? Then Liberty First Credit Union? It's for you. We're not your typical credit union. We support you with personalized banking that's open to everyone. Start banking with purpose at Liberty First Credit Union. We're for you.
Zollner Ford in Beatrice has options to make the process of buying or maintaining vehicles easy and enjoyable. If you have your sights on a new vehicle, a member of our sales team would love to show it to you in the warmth of our showroom or bring it right to your driveway. For maintenance, we offer a few options to make service appointments convenient, like free pickup and delivery within 25 miles of Beatrice, including all of Lincoln. We can also come to you with our mobile service unit to help quickly get going again. Zollner Ford in Beatrice. Sales and service with a smile.
Quarter number 2 underway as Miley Weirs leads the Griffins up the floor, trailing by 4.
Really impressed with the Griffins, how they're able to hang in there defensively.
Weirs not able to knock down that three. The rebound is poked around and picked up by Ryan Erickson. Kaylin Devon, Andy Klassen joining you from the Capital City State Tournament Basketball Class D1. The bottom half of the bracket. Three-pointer open, it's good. An answer from the Buffaloes, Ashley Bauer.
5'8" senior, she's one of those prolific scorers we're talking about. Obviously has found the range here in Lincoln.
Pender and Alma on the top half of this Class D1 bracket. Weirs trying to answer, and she does! Shakes her head. Get on me.
Just steps into that one. That was a deep three.
Back to a 4-point game. Buffalo's inside and a foul. That one called against Aiden McKinney.
That's where McKinney's going to either have to move her feet or get out of the way. Easy whistle there for the officials.
Elm Creek in their 24 wins, Andy, just 5 games have been single digits. They don't play a lot of close games because they're able to just beat their teams handily. Because of plays like that, a step-through bucket from Kotick.
Yeah, we all know about the pace of play that the Buffaloes play with, but they can also get you in the half court. You saw the execution on that last offensive set.
Weirs, a nice crossover. Dishing the ball off to Beekman. Here's a nice drive, tough shot off the glass and no good from McKinney.
Yeah, the initial move was there, but then the defense was able to make up ground and kind of take away that driving lane, forcing a wide, tough shot left side of the lane.
Diller Odell trying to step up the intensity and leaving Bauer open for three. It's no good. The offensive rebound over Weirs as the Bucks out from Knapp results in a bucket.
Yeah, Knapp, Erickson, Bauer, they've all been crashing the boards, really getting the job done for Elm Creek.
Buffaloes 21, Griffins 13. Take a look at that rebound and the putback to put Elm Creek up by 8.
State basketball on NCN is brought to you by Roe Buick in Grand Island and Roe Chevy in Aurora. And by News Channel Nebraska. Want to know which games we're televising each week? Follow us on X at NCN Sports.
Hi, I'm Jake. I grew up with a great relationship with God. After high school, I became selfish and put my own desires before God. I struggled with alcohol and lust, and the devil had a tight grip on me. My life was full of darkness, and I was on the verge of losing my family. Thankfully, I chose God as my higher power, and through treatment, amended my relationship with God and my family. If you are struggling, contact your local pastor or priest, or call 402-379-2030.
Well, Diller Odell had the possession, and then they went down the floor and turned it over, trying to work it inside. So Elm Creek will have the basketball. Kendall Cavany up the floor, now to Erickson. Good defense by Diller Odell, trying to force a turnover. And sneaking behind, Hallie Knapp finds her way through.
Kind of playing with fire there. If you're going to extend that defense out like that, got to be aware of the backside, who's trying to sneak in underneath the hoop. That time, Knapp got
Weirs, the roll and a foul. Bailey Vilda, nice roll, not able to finish, but going to the line.
That was a really big take there for the Griffins. They want to stay within 10 points throughout this game. You just cannot allow a team like Elm Creek to get out and extend that lead, 12, 15 points.
First free throw is good by the senior Vilda. Missed her first two opportunities, able to get one back. And Vilda connects on both.
That was big. That was really big for the Griffins.
Buffalo's the 2 seed in this matchup, trying to stay out in front of the Griffins and fight off any momentum. Here's a nice drive as Chelsea Kotick picks up her third bucket of the game with 6 points.
Yeah, Elm Creek just really getting into a nice offensive flow, offensive rhythm in that half court.
Shooting 45%. The Buffaloes have taken great shots.
Yeah, really leaning on their height advantage down around the rim.
Oh, Weirs, what a pass. And a miss at the bucket. Wide open offensive rebound, had it blocked. What an effort by the Buffaloes.
Good timeout.
And a timeout called by Diller Odell. John Moore. 25-15, Elm Creek with the lead by 10, 4:31 to go. First half action.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. The Carpet Shop, providing quality residential and commercial floor covering and installation for almost 50 years. And by See the Trainer with locations in Columbus, Lincoln, Omaha, Bellevue, and North Platte.
Insurance for us is a big deal. You've got property and equipment and materials and people and workers' comp and things like that. It's a size large deal to keep your arms around that, to make sure that you're insured and properly and to manage your risk. They understand that we're going to keep expanding our business, which means more volume, which means more insurance, more equipment, more everything, and ways to lower our operating costs.
I'm Jenny Last with Agri-City Insurance, protecting what you grow today and tomorrow.
25-15 the lead for Elm Creek over Diller Odell. Griffins had a great look their last time down, not able to knock down the bucket. High post drive and kick out. Here's the look, and that's 3 seconds in the key.
Initially thought that might have been a moving screen, went the other way.
Ten-point lead for the Buffaloes. We don't see 3 seconds in the paint often, but every once in a while you get that call. And a foul. Going against Diller Odell. That is on Bailey Vilda. Her first. Second against the Griffins this quarter.
Yeah, you don't see that call too often, especially with these two types of offenses that really like to push the tempo, especially Elm Creek, the way they like to score in transition. Diller Odell a little bit more opportunistic, but they'll run and gun when the opportunity's there.
Wide open from the wing for three. It's good, and down the floor. Vilda's, there's some blood on the floor.
Yep.
Yeah, Vilda hit her face hard.
Yeah, heavy collision.
She's
under
down.
The film. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow. A team that's already take the camera away from that team that's already suffered so many injuries this season. Diller Odell with another one here.
Yeah, and that was a big collision there underneath the rim. Had multiple players crashing in, going for that rebound, loose ball.
Here's a look at the collision. Yeah, they're right there. Vilda just gets elbowed by Kotick. Nothing intentional.
And I think Kotick might have fell on her after the initial blow, so she kind of got whammied there a couple of times.
And that's another starter that's going to go to the locker room, and you wonder if she might be able to come back, but that's frustrating, and you just hope that Bailey Vilda's okay. 3:57 to go in the first half. Elm Creek 28, Diller Odell 15. We'll take a timeout and come right back.
A body in motion stays in motion until you feel that muscle tighten, that sharp pain you didn't expect, and suddenly you're stopped in your tracks. KRT helps you get back in action with all natural pain relief in just minutes. Don't get sidelined by muscle cramps. Stay in the game with KRT.
State basketball on NCN is brought to you by Heritage at Fountain Point, redefining senior living with a steadfast commitment to comfort, compassion, and dignity. Agri City Insurance, protecting what you grow. And by Family Physical Therapy and Sports Center, getting you back in the game.
Look at the Buffaloes. They've got the 28-15 lead over Diller Odell. And a look at the crowd as Bailey Vilda gets knocked down to the floor, elbowed unintentionally, and got some blood cleaned up from the hardwood. I hope that she's okay.
Yeah, Kotick and Vilda just kind of got tangled up there underneath the rim.
And as that happened, Kendall Cavany drilled a three-pointer. Gave the Buffaloes a 13-point lead. So now, a team that's already low in depth will have to survive a little bit lower.
And that was a really nice drive. Beekman able to get baseline there, but we've seen it time and time again here for the Griffins early on, just a little heavy on the shot.
Yeah. 3:36 to go in the first half. Here come the Buffaloes. Cavany, 10 points. Three-pointer short. And ball goes out of bounds. Second quarter is brought to you by Steve Carper and the crew at O Street Carpet. Take a look at the field goal percentage for Diller Odell. 18%. They have not made a shot on the floor in the last 4 minutes. The only player who's made shots on the floor, Miley Weirs. Every other point has come from the free throw line. It's not a good shooting day so far from the Griffins, but Weir's trying again, and she keeps it going, trying to keep this team in the fight.
And in these big games, that's really been the recipe for success for the Griffins. It's Weirs.
Cavany trying to answer, and she does. Takes back all the momentum.
Number 3 with the 3 for the third time in this first half.
It's a battle between Cavany and Weirs, 3 threes each side. Three-pointer trying for Diller Odell. Another one launched a bit long. That ball is tipped up in the air and picked up by Knapp. Now Cavany, 13 points for Kendall Cavany. Three-pointer, Elm Creek, no good. Weirs with the rebound. Weirs and the Griffins have numbers. Here's a three, that's good! Hits the side of the iron and drops.
That's all right. Those are the type of shots that the Griffins need out of the likes of Beekman. Hey, and the whole rim's up there, so use the whole rim.
Yeah,
right?
might
It's
as
okay.
well. You're gonna get every side of it. I think that's just, it's not wasting. Low post, 2 minutes to go. Here's a nice drive, strong finish.
Yeah.
Chelsea Kotick, 8 points in this first half.
Once again, just really nice, crisp ball movement from Elm Creek.
Buffaloes by 12, 1:50 to go in the first half. Weirs step back, kicks, balls taken away on a Diller Odell turnover. Kotick delivers the pass to Hellriegel, and Weirs takes it away from Cavany. Weirs, 1-on-2, step through, charge!
What a defensive play. Let's have another look at this.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think Diller Odell fans were thinking,
Well, when you
Cavany
see
might have
that-
been
You see that
leaning.
foot sliding,
Yeah.
that's the
And
one tough thing.
It was in transition, and Weirs did such a good job setting that up with the head fake, the ball fake, then snapping back to the right.
Those plays are just so hard to call. Cavany wants it. Got it! Cavany lights out from distance.
That was a tough one. That was a tough swing of events right there for the Griffins.
Weirs floats one inside. Good ball movement underneath. Dewis finds the pass out. Jumper, no good. Ball out of bounds.
That was a really
Staying.
good decision there from Hike, not continuing her drive, pulling up, taking that 13-foot jumper just off the mark.
Stick around for our halftime show, brought to you by Visit Kearney, where you can find it all in Kearney. Dewis over to Beekman. Under a minute to go in the half. Weirs fighting with it.
Yep.
It's Buffalo basketball.
36-21. Weirs fighting with that basketball in the possession arrow.
Yeah, got to be strong with the ball.
Here's the kick, top of the circle. Drive from Bauer. Now back to the low post, 18 seconds. The kick, Cavany, she's already got 4 threes. How many more can she go? 25 seconds to go in the half. Cavany over to the right wing for McDaniel. Drive right hand, oh, no good. Rebound with 15 seconds.
Yep.
Foul. Going back to Diller Odell.
Once again, just great ball movement across the court from Elm Creek. Got a decent look. Didn't get it to go.
Weirs is just laying it all out there. Our halftime highlights coming up next, brought to you by Sartor Heyman and Roe Buick. Stick around for all the action from the first and second quarters in Lincoln. I think Weirs might take the last shot. Yes, she will. No good off the front of the rim. Offensive rebound, put back, blocked. Not able to get it to fall, and Elm Creek dominant first half of basketball as the Buffaloes go up 36-21 over the Diller Odell Griffins. After one half, we'll take you to our halftime show, halftime highlights, and more coming up next on News Channel Nebraska.
If you love live sports, you'll love News Channel Nebraska. Live sports from every region of the state. Football, volleyball, basketball, baseball, soccer, bowling, and even six-man football. If Nebraska kids play it, we air it. Small-town high schools with big hometown pride. Support local kids, support local schools, support Nebraska. Watch NCN Sports every week. State basketball on NCN is brought to you by Roe Buick in Grand Island and Roe Chevy in Aurora. And by News Channel Nebraska. Want to know which games we're televising each week? Follow us on X at NCN Sports.
5 Points Bank brings communities together. Five Points Bank. Better community, better life.
Zolder Ford in Beatrice has options to make the process of buying or maintaining vehicles easy and enjoyable. If you have your sights on a new vehicle, a member of our sales team would love to show it to you in the warmth of our showroom or bring it right to your driveway. For maintenance, we offer a few options to make service appointments convenient, like free pickup and delivery within 25 miles of Beatrice, including all of Lincoln. We can also come to you with our mobile service unit to help quickly get going again. Zolder Ford in Beatrice. Sales and service with a smile.
Your life can change with one heartbeat, and that was mine. Pregnant at 16, scared, and wondering how my mother would react was terrifying. This is Selma. I made the right decision. I can't imagine if I would have ended this beautiful life. Your baby is a person that deserves their life and your love. Adelina has filled my life with tremendous joy. There are difficult times, it's a life changer, but I wouldn't have had it any other way. My faith is my strength. You are not alone. Call your local pastor to talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Speedy Mart. When you have to fuel your journey and feed the crew, whether it's many or a few, Speedy Mart is fresh, ready, super clean, and convenient. And when you make a pit stop, it's gotta be fast. Easy in, easy out. Speedy Mart for the win.
Liberty First Credit Union. It's for you. You live in Nebraska or the surrounding states? Then it's for you. Want to earn cash back on your transactions? Then it's for you. Are you ready to start banking with purpose? Then Liberty First Credit Union? It's for you. We're not your typical credit union. We support you with personalized banking that's open to everyone. Start banking with purpose at Liberty First Credit Union. We're for you.
Darling, I believe everything's gonna be alright. No need to worry because you got somebody on your side. We all need a fam, we all need a crew. When you're in a jam, don't know what to do. Just reach out your hand and we'll see you through. Doesn't matter where you're at, we got your back. We got your back.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
Elm Creek with the advantage over Diller Odell here at halftime. Elm Creek head coach Jaden Arisman liking where her team's at. She's just the second female coach that we've had here on this floor today. As a matter of fact, she's one of 7 female coaches here at the state tournament for girls basketball. That's out of 36 total teams, meaning 19.4% of the coaches in girls basketball at the state tournament are actually women. In terms of how that breaks down per class, 5 of those are women in classes D1 and D2. There are no women head coaches representing teams in classes A or B at the state tournament this year. 7, that's the same number of women head coaches at the state tournament from last year. When we think about how things distribute throughout all of high school girls basketball in Nebraska, it's 71 women head coaches out of 304 teams. That's 23%. It is trending up compared to 57 female head coaches just 2 years ago. Talking to Jaden Arisman before the game about what it means to be a woman representing her gender when she was a player as a girls basketball player. She said she's proud to be a woman head coach. She loves that she's been in these players' shoes. She says it's all about building relationships with the girls, and that's why she loves what she's doing. She did add there's plenty of excellent women and men head coaches here in Nebraska girls basketball. And her Buffaloes have the lead over the Diller Odell Griffins here at halftime.
That's phenomenal work, and it's almost shocking. You hear those numbers.
19.4%. I mean, Mr. Shively was getting into the statistics.
I know.
Pretty impressive stuff. But that's, whether it's men, women coaches, they all kind of sing the same tune, and that is building relationships with your staff, your administration, and most importantly, the players on the court.
I'm pretty confident that Michael Shively has read Moneyball.
Right? He does. Yeah. He fits that bill, right?
He does. Absolutely.
One of my all-time favorite books, because, I'm a Conseco kid holdover. I love the Oakland Athletics.
36-21, Elm Creek with the lead over Diller Odell. We want to take a look at our school spotlight here real quick, too. Let you know exactly where these schools are from, thanks in part to our friends at Currency. Currency, you can go to gocurrency.com. If you need financing for equipment, trucks, or trailers, all you really need is Currency. Diller Odell, pretty self-explanatory. Both Diller and Odell, they are the Griffins. They made the state tournament 4 times now with 1 runner-up appearance in 2017. But Diller, I believe they did make it by their own back in 1980 or 77. They were the runner-up in Class D.
So some tradition there, and the consolidation. They've got some recent success, runner-up in 2017, and also love the mascot. One of my favorites statewide, the Griffin.
It's cool.
It's cool.
Let's take a look at Elm Creek, the Buffaloes, 7 times at the state tournament in Lincoln. They have been the runner-up 1 time, and this is a really good Elm Creek team that cruised through their district final.
Yeah.
Now 8th appearance, I should say, first time since 2017.
And this is a special team for head coach Jaden Erzman. This is her 4th year as a head coach, so she's had these girls from freshman to the senior season now, capping it off with the trip to the state tournament here, and boy, they're in the driver's seat here on Wednesday.
We'll take a quick break momentarily. Well, actually, we'll send you to our halftime highlights. That's what we'll do next. Halftime highlights are thanks in part to Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Sartor Heyman's stunning engagement collections, exceptional diamonds, and dazzling gemstones can be found at their Lincoln and Grand Island locations, and Roe Buick in Grand Island and Aurora. Here's a look at what we saw throughout that first half. Elm Creek really started off strong.
Yeah, they really did. The way they were able to push the tempo there, score some points in transition. Erickson finishing at the rim on that first attempt.
Back on the other end, a three-pointer. Cavany has had a tremendous start to this basketball game. A dominant 16-point affair, 6 of 9 shooting. She is shooting the lights out of the gym.
There's Weirs with the answer. She's also has a trio of triples in that first half.
Yeah, 3 threes, 12 points for Miley Weirs. If those 2 players keep shooting as well as they are, the Devaney is going to be dark by the time we get our next game started.
Shooting the lights out. Is that what you're getting at?
I'm trying to. Pick it up what I'm putting down. You tracking with me? Here we go again. It's Weirs. Look at this breakdown. Oh my goodness. The ball movement. Did a really nice job.
UNK is getting a good one in Weirs next year.
Cavany squares up, fires for 3. Now that's I want to see where Kendall Cavany goes. I don't know if she's decided yet, but she's someone who really gets this offense going and someone who would really have a great chance at the next level.
Yeah, and that last 3-pointer she made, you just see the defense making the decision to go underneath of that screen. Bad decision, obviously, because Cavany more than enough range to capitalize with her 3rd 3-pointer.
Coming up next, we'll get the 3rd quarter underway, as well as a message from our friends at the Kearney Sportsplex. That's coming up on News Channel Nebraska.
State basketball on NCN is brought to you by Unity Eye Centers, your provider of choice for complete vision care for all ages. And by News Channel Nebraska. Want to know which games we're televising each week? Follow us on X at NCN Sports.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
This broadcast is brought to you by Western Oil. Make your first and last stop to and from the game at your nearest Speedy Mart or good-to-go convenience stores today. See the trainer. Need relief from pain or support for recovery? Don't see just anyone. See the trainer. And by Zollner Ford Lincoln, proud to be your local Ford and Lincoln dealer.
Elm Creek and Diller Odell. Right now the Buffaloes with the lead, 36-21. Want to say a big thanks to our friends at the Kearney Sportsplex for what they've done as well. Kearney Sportsplex, this thing has opened up this spring. It's going to be beautiful, and they're going to have lots of things to do. A turf field, pickleball and track, as well as multiple gyms.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great site for multiple opportunities and events.
It really is. It's going to be hosting all sorts of camps, all seasons, every season, wrestling, baseball, batting cages, basketball tournaments are already lined up. It's just going to be kind of a mecca for sports at every level. You know, whether it's collegiate, pee-wee, Pop Warner, football, it doesn't matter.
Thanks so much to the Kearney Sportsplex. We'll be there in line whenever they're ready to open up. Sending it on down to Michael Shively. He's got an update.
Well, expectedly, Jaden Arisman really pleased with her Elm Creek Buffaloes at halftime. She said they got this lead because of their defensive mindset. Of course, they're paying close attention to Miley Weirs. Coach Arisman said the two players assigned to tail her are doing a good job, and so is the rest of the team when they have to come over and help. John Moore for Diller Odell wants to see his team pick it up on the defensive end. He's disappointed with the shooting percentage they're allowing to the Buffaloes. In order to make a comeback, though, he said they're going to need to hit shots in the second half. As far as an update on Bailey Vilda, who left in the first half with an injury to her face, there was blood on the court, really quite a bit of it. She's doing much better. It's a cut to the lip, and if they can stop the bleeding, she'll be returning to the game. Guys?
I think they'll really need Bailey Vilda to get back in. Obviously, you want to worry about her safety first. That is first and foremost, but she's on the bench, so that's a good sign.
Well, and I saw her showing her teammates her lip, and it looks like the bleeding has stopped, has subsided, so she's probably going to check back into the game sooner than later here in this third period.
And she'll get to live Lincoln with a pretty cool battle scar. Three-pointer from the right wing, no good, strong off the glass, and the rebound pulled down by the Griffins. That's high off the glass and no good, too.
Erickson cleans it up after that second attempt.
Dewis did a nice job with the rebound, but not able to finish. Open three, left wing, no good. Good rebound, pulled down by Aiden McKinney.
Yeah, McKinney did a great job. Oh, what a pass.
And had it blocked. Cavani sends it back on Jaden Hayek.
Oh, Weirs found a little space there in the defense. A lane to pass the bounce pass. Just the defense, the length coming into play once again for Elm Creek.
Feeding it inside in the kick. Dewis drives and go back in. Good ball movement. Turning around, that's a tough shot. No good.
Yeah, multiple defenders converged.
And Weirs gets the steal. Leaps the route. Pull-up jumper off the back of the rim and no good.
Nice body control there, pull up, just a little heavy.
Good ball movement, pass underneath, shot no good. Weirs collects the rebound.
All right, so both teams kind of off the mark here early in the third.
Going quickly, Dewis left hand and finishes.
Excellent job by Dewis, getting behind the defense, and of course Weirs with that court vision, finding her on the backside.
Just the sixth field goal in the game for Diller Odell. Shooting percentage is at 21% for the Griffins. Beekman, the high post for McKinney, and throws it away. Stolen by Erickson.
You mentioned it, Kalen. That's really the story for the Griffins. That shooting percentage only at 21%. They got to start knocking down shots if they want to claw their way back into this one.
Also got to stop turning it over. Here's a shot right inside. Chelsea Connick had an open lane for the bucket. 38-23, a timeout on the floor. 5:59 to go in the third. Buffalo's leading by 15.
This is Emily with Family Physical Therapy at our Fountain Point location. Family Physical Therapy offers physical, occupational, and speech therapy. Our therapists are highly trained and certified in a variety of techniques, offering individualized care designed specifically to meet your needs. Our patients are welcome to a friendly environment, and our therapists are driven by their patients succeeding and meeting their goals. Family Physical Therapy proudly serving various locations throughout central and northeast Nebraska. Our goal is to get you back to work, back to play, back to life.
Well, Michael Shively talked a little bit about the effort from Jaden Arisman and this Elm Creek team, the head coach. Well, it's kind of a family tradition. Arisman is cousins with players Aspen and Emerson Toole. She's also married to the head boys basketball coach at Centura. That's Tyler Arisman. Ashley Bauer is the daughter of the former girls coach at Elm Creek, Rick Bauer. And Cavity is the daughter of Elm Creek boys head coach, Tanner Cavity. I mean, it's a family tradition here at Elm Creek.
Say on the holidays, they probably talk a little basketball, don't you think?
You've got to, right? No, basketball is off limits at the dinner table. Cavity on the drive and the kick. Back inside, good positioning as Ashley Bauer has 7 points.
When the Buffalo get in this half-court set, they've done a really nice job being methodical, leaning on their height, working the ball down low and capitalizing.
Lead is up to 17. Underneath, good pass and a nice finish with the right hand on the glass. Aiden McKinney is on the board.
That's a welcome sight for the Diller Odell fans. Getting it inside, the quick shot there by 1-5 McKinney. Get one off the glass.
Tough pass, feeding it in, and Weirs with the foul. Good job by Ryan Erickson trying to go up into the contact.
And Weirs was holding her hands straight up, saying, hey, I went straight up. Well, she got into her with her body. You're going to get a look at it here.
Yeah, you have that jump inside. That's a good call.
Yeah, obvious whistle. Good call.
Free throw good for Ryan Erickson. 4:45 to go in the third. Elm Creek shooting 47%, 36% from three.
Down a little bit. First half, they're shooting 48%. What's going on?
one percentage point. Get it together, Elm Creek. Come on.
Now, really speaking to, their shot selection, they're not wasting, no empty possessions offensively, hoisting up deep shots.
Weirs lifts a long three, and that's no good. Well, Elm Creek, second in power points, and they're currently the number 2 seed. They've had a great year all season long. We talked about the margin of victory they've had has just been tremendous. Here's the three, which is short. And part of the reason is because of the depth, and we talk about how good the Buffalo bench is.
Well, and how they have 5 really prolific scorers that could lead them in scoring night in and night out.
Oh, Miley Weirs off the glass and down.
Weirs is so good. Off the dribble, the pull up, it doesn't matter.
Here's the drive, the bucket. Continuation, yes! Kendall Cavity. What a game.
Yeah, just solid. Solid from that point guard position. Takes it if it's there. Through a couple defenders. Oh, this is a good sight. Bailey Vilda checks back in.
Look who's back. Number 11, Bailey Vilda, after getting knocked down with a cut lip. Back into the lineup on that low post for Diller Odell. Free throw good from Cavity. She's up to 19 points. Her shooting percentage, 70% from the floor.
Wow. I mean, she's knocked down some difficult shots, couple threes.
Open for three, near side, off the back of the rim and no good. Cavity on the run. Pull up. No good off the front of the rim, and the rebound poked around. Offensive board. Oh, that would have been incredible from Bauer if she was on the court. Nearly came back up and got the shot down.
Good pass.
And there's the foul. Beekman hard. Down to the floor.
Boy, and Beekman did a good job collecting that pass and working across the lane with her left, drawing that foul.
3:17 to go in the third. A lot of ground to cover for Diller Odell. Free throw off the back of the rim and no good. So our third quarter is thanks in part to Yankton Medical Clinic, Norfolk location. You can choose the medical clinic your friends recommend. 5-star patient rated Dr. Harper and Spaniel Plus. Specialists are building a Norfolk legacy, one patient at a time. 1 for 2 from the line for Beekman. .45-28, one of the moving screen.
Diller Odell trying to set up that half-court trap. They do come away with the turnover. Okay, so that's a defensive set that the Griffins were looking for. Extending that defense out, on-ball pressure.
Fading to the left, a jumper, offensive rebound. Welcome back, Bailey Vilda.
Oh, that's a welcome sign for Diller Odell fans.
Trying to grab the contact, no good. Flying in to grab the offensive rebound and down to the floor. Erickson, it's a jump ball. Erickson and Weirs going after it.
Every single loose ball, there is a battle, and we've seen it go to the court more times than not.
Finds Erickson. Cavity thought about it. Delivers the feed to the top of the circle, and the three no good. Tracking down her rebound is McDaniel.
Following her own shot.
Cavity back inside of the high post. McDaniel left open on the baseline and misses that one. Rebound by Vilda.
Yeah, Knapp had the right idea, tried to poke the ball away there after Vilda collected the rebound. Quick whistle with the reach in. Yeah, yep. Obvious reach in.
2 minutes, 8 seconds to go in the third quarter. .15 Elm Creek lead. Weirs, down hard to the floor, and she hit her head.
Well,
Getting up okay.
She's kind of holding her jaw there a little bit.
Yeah.
I will say it, when Elm Creek fouls, they make it count. You know,
this is a strong team. I mean, they've earned all 24 of their wins fair and square. Yeah. Not in doubt.
You know, to your point, they have great size. They play to that size, use it to their advantage. Really challenge anybody and everybody that tries to bring the ball down low or play off the block at the rim.
That second free throw is no good. Under 2 to go in the third quarter. 14-point Elm Creek lead. Back inside, and the kick. 1:42 to go in the third.
Good ball movement.
Yeah, and I'm doing a nice job for the open three. Good!
Yep.
Perfect! And buried. Ashley Bauer, her second triple.
Fantastic job working around the perimeter, and you saw that ball find its way into the 15-foot line, kicks it right back out. Wide open three-point shot attempt.
So it's been so difficult as every time Diller Odell tries to battle back in this thing, Elm Creek finds an open shot.
You know, they don't get, I don't want to call it lazy, but they don't just lean in and just keep feeding the bigs. They have nice complementary players that can score from the perimeter, the jump shot, whether it's a 15-foot, 20-foot, or the three-pointer. Elm Creek's just been doing it all offensively here this afternoon.
Bauer hit the three just a moment ago. Ball is tipped, picked up by Cavany. Her jumper is perfect.
Oh, man.
Kendall Cavany, a pure bucket, and she is up to 21 points in the ball game.
And it feels like a quiet 22. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
just
right.
Picks her spots.
Weir's turnaround jumper, no good. Cavity grabs the rebound. She's got 5 of those. Weir's fighting with the basketball. And a jump ball.
Excellent job by Weirs, being aware, getting her hands in there, tying it up, forcing the jump ball. And then she motioned to her coaches saying, I need a breather.
Into the game for the Griffins, number 1, Diller.
It's not there on the replay.
So look at Weirs, who's got 15 points, 5 of 16 shooting, 3 of 11 from 3. Elm Creek gets the ball back. Dewis not able to hold on.
Dewis a little frustrated with herself there. Gonna slam the ball down.
Gotta be careful. Slamming the ball down can always be called a technical. Drive and the kick, open. That's no good by Bauer, and Erickson trying to go up with the rebound, down hard again. But getting back up is Vilda.
Yeah, right at the last second there, Erickson did a really good job of working herself in a position to get that rebound. Wasn't able to secure it, but still forcing Diller Odell to work for that rebound.
Here comes Dewis, controlling with the left hand.
Yep.
And foul.
Reaching. Good on Dewis, being strong with the basketball there.
Grab on the arm. Ryan Erickson as Miley Weir's back into the game. Erickson will take a quick breather.
That's her third foul, so.
Kotick and Erickson with 3 fouls each for Elm Creek. Weir's pass in, back to Weir's, corner 3, good!
Kind of pinballed around a little bit, but the ball finally got back to where it was supposed to go. Weir's in the corner.
7 seconds, shot no good, offensive rebound, Kotick, kick to Weir's, 1 second, she'll heave, and too strong off the glass. Elm Creek's got a 16-point lead and 8 minutes away for the Buffaloes for a trip to the semifinals. But Miley Weir is trying to keep Diller Odell in the fight.
Anything for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more. From little feet to little paws, to updates and overhauls. From soft and cozy to durable and resilient. From something that blends in or something that's different. From DIY to custom install, O Street Carpet can help you with it all. Whatever your needs are for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more.
Start your next journey with Woodhouse. Our commitment extends beyond just selling cars. We offer an unparalleled car buying experience that allows you to shop and buy all online. Explore an array of new brands, makes, and models, as well as our large selection of pre-owned vehicles. And it's easy to get started today with our streamlined purchasing process online, granting you the freedom to secure your next vehicle anytime, anywhere. Discover a better way to buy with Woodhouse.
Eight minutes to go, 50-34. The lead for Elm Creek, trying to stay on their winning streak and move to 20 straight wins if they can capture this one today. Cavani with 21 points, leading the way for the Buffaloes. She's been fantastic. Erickson, kick out. They've still got the ball somehow, and Weirs grabs the rebound. Tries to break out of trouble, and she does. Miley Weirs had his steam and good ball movement. Fires for 3, that's short.
Diller Odell really trying to amp up their man-to-man defense. You saw it that last possession, giving Elm Creek kind of some fits there, finally getting that ball away. Coming up empty, though, on the offensive end.
There's a 3, Cavity! Unbelievable, 5 of 8 for shooting the 3, and Cavity's up to 24.
Boy, and that was deep, stepped into it. Defense was right there.
She's had every answer for Miley Weirs and more. Love the matchup between those two. Three-pointer for Diller Odell. That's off the mark. And a foul called against the Griffins. Going against Ashley Dewis.
And it's a point where, you know, Dewis and company for the Griffins, they're going to have to take some chances here, right? Kind of roll the dice, go for that steal, maybe get a little physical, risk the whistle, the foul call.
53-34. At this point, you're hoping to get that shot selection and the field goal percentage up a little bit. Big collision underneath. Feels like Bailey Vilda and the floor are just having a field day. She keeps getting back up, though, which is awesome. Strong off the glass, no good. Vilda offensive rebound. Oh, doesn't get the roll.
And how about Dewis getting her nose right back in there after the miss, causing the tie-up. Jump ball is going to keep the ball right here with Diller Odell. Tell you what, Kaylin, you cannot discredit the hustle, the 1-2, the attitude that we've seen throughout here for Diller Odell.
And they're fighting hard, still find themselves down by 19. Pass the ball in to Hayek. This is a beaten down team that's earned their way to the state tournament still. That shot no good. Good defensive pressure, and Cavity leads the Buffaloes up the floor. Well, she'll shoot a deep one. Oh my goodness! Kendall Cavity, unconscious. Are we dreaming?
Everything she's touched this evening has turned to gold. That is for sure. Another three-pointer falls.
Can we change the name from the Midas touch to the Cavity touch? 27 points, 6 of 9 shooting. 10 of 14 from the floor for Kendall Cavity as Elm Creek leads by 22 points. It's Cavity's night tonight.
My goodness. What a night.
Sportsmanship embodies respect, fairness, and integrity in competition.
By showing good sportsmanship, you're respecting everyone's love for the game.
Show integrity, stay positive, and make the game enjoyable for everyone involved.
Sportsmanship is at an all-time low and needed now more than ever. Whether you're on the court or in the stands, be courteous to everyone. It's the best way to be involved in the game.
Sportsmanship is a reflection of not only you, but your parents, your school, and your community.
.22 points as Kendall Cavity has gone berserk. Shooting 27 points, 10 of 14 from the floor. Not only is she having a great day on the scoreboard, but the percentages, Andy, have been phenomenal. She's 1 point away from a career high.
Yeah, and playing in somewhere different like the Devaney Sports Center here, sometimes that messes with your depth perception. You know, it's a wide open gym floor plan, you know. No problems for Kendall Cavity, though.
I want to see her break that margin, get to a career high in points. Cavity, can she get 30? No, off the back of the rim. Good rebound by McKinney. And a foul as our fourth quarter is brought to you by Visit Lincoln. See and experience all that Lincoln has to offer. Discover more at Lincoln.org.
That's going to be Erickson's fourth foul here. She's going to take a seat.
She's trying to get in and grab that jump ball. 5 minutes to go. What can Weirs do? Ooh, gets it to drop.
Kind of walked into that like Pistol Pete, going between the legs, back and forth, a crossover, pull-up three, and a friendly bounce.
It's a membership bounce right there. Miley Weirs has a membership here at the Devaney Center. The drive by Kotick. Poked out of bounds, and Bailey Vilda nearly got the ball back.
Yeah, Vilda doing a great job there, getting her hand on it, disrupting that passing lane, and allowing Kotick that easy attempt.
Kotick. Shot fake, good pass. 6 on the shot clock and out of bounds. Going back to Diller Odell.
Okay, that was a good defensive stand there for the Griffins.
A 19-point game. Diller Odell thinking big shot after big shot to try and make up some ground. Weir steps back, looks for the extra pass. Finds Hayek, gets the ball right back, and she's double teamed. Gets around the double team. Good ball movement, right hand floater, good for McKinney.
That's just part of what makes Weirs so dangerous and that next level player. Do you see how that pass just came right off her hand, off the dribble? Excellent assist.
3:53 to go in the ball game, 56-39. Elm Creek with the lead, but Diller Odell trying for a late push to chip away. This is NCN.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. The Carpet Shop, providing quality residential and commercial floor covering and installation for almost 50 years. And by See the Trainer with locations in Columbus, Lincoln, Omaha, Bellevue, and North Platte.
Kearney, Nebraska is the getaway you never knew you needed. With comfortable, premium lodging, eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
.353 to go in the ball game. Elm Creek with the basketball and the lead. Kendall Cavaney's had a spectacular game today. She's got 27 points. Is a point away from a career high. And she has been rolling in this ball game.
So that dead ball allowed for Diller Odell to get that man-to-man full court pressure, tied it up before midcourt. Gonna get that takeaway.
3:42 to go. Back up the floor for the Buffaloes. Bit of contact now underneath. That's a big foul and one. Hallie Knapp. No naps here, except one. One nap.
Just Haley Knapp getting it done underneath the rim. Once again, utilizing her strength, her size, playing through the foul, completing the three-point play.
That's the only naps permitted at the Devaney Center tonight. State basketball's going on. You got to stay awake. 3:25 to go and a 20-point lead into the scorers table. Ryan Erickson, good effort. First game with a nightcap. Just over 3 minutes away from coming to an end. Three-pointer no good by Weirs. Erickson with the board. Winner of this one will play the winner of our next game, which is Southwest and Cedar Catholic.
Uh-oh.
Vilda goes back down to the floor. That ball is tossed away. And going back to the Buffaloes as stick around for our player of the game tonight. Brought to you by Heritage at Fountain Point and Roe Buick in Grand Island and Aurora. Timeout on the floor. Buffaloes lead by 20 over the Griffins. This is News Channel Nebraska.
Here's what you can expect on News Channel Nebraska. The top local news headlines all morning, plus 8 a.m. Mass with Father Joe. Stay up to date throughout the afternoon with the NCN News app. And tune back into NCN throughout the evening for the latest developments on major stories along with live high school and college sports. News Channel Nebraska. Independent media for all Nebraskans.
Teammates Mentoring is in need of mentors, especially for students in 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. Meeting with a student just once a week in school can make a positive impact on their life by providing a sense of hope and helping them reach their full potential. 92% of Teammates Mentors report that they leave their mentoring time in a better mood than when they arrive. So what are you waiting for? Head over to Teammates.org today to learn more information about how you can get involved. Join the team. Be a mentor.
Another look at this awesome Elm Creek student section. I want one of those hats. I do.
Gonna have to ask him how we're gonna set that up.
We'll find a way. There's always a way with NCN and Elm Creek. Elm Creek's finding their way.
Well, I'll tell you what, you could wear that hat with a lot of pride because the style of basketball they've been playing, we knew they were going to have a length, a size advantage, right? But the balance, I think, has been the most surprising factor to me. The way they can play inside out and get you from, a deep range shot. They can work the ball inside. They've had a little bit of everything working for them here this evening in the Devaney Sports Center.
59-39 back inside. Trying to go in, and Weirs with the foul. Gets fouled.
Yeah, nice changeup offensively there for the Griffins, getting Weirs inside, posting up, and she's got such great quickness, able to get past her defender.
2:30 to go in this fourth quarter. Here comes Elm Creek.
So right there, Kaylin, Cavaney not dribbling into the double team, slowing things down, then using the skip pass to advance the ball. It's the little things, like we mentioned a moment ago, Elm Creek on top of their game right now.
They played a tremendous game, and this is a team that's going to be dangerous as long as they hold on, which they should. Underneath, right hand bucket for Aiden McKinney.
Kenny doing a fantastic job running the court. Great spacing that time for the Griffins.
Back up the floor to Erickson. That ball is tipped around and picked back up by Weirs. Weirs launches a Hail Mary up the floor. Caught in a left-handed lay-in for Ashley Dewis. And another timeout on the floor.
Vilda with the defensive takeaway, then getting the ball up the court. Dewis with the left-handed lay-in. Looked like a wide receiver, right?
1:23 to go. A great wide receiver with an over-the-head catch in the finish. Elm Creek leads big.
Hi, I'm Baylor Shireman, proud to call Aurora, Nebraska home. From dreaming big in a small town to being drafted by the Boston Celtics, I've always aimed for the best. That's why I rely on Roe Buick in Grand Island and Roe Chevrolet in Aurora for my vehicles. When you're driven to succeed, you choose a winning team. Before you drive away in your next car, check with the team that knows how to win. Roe, it's the Roe you know.
Get to Roe.
Back into the action with 1:20 to go. Elm Creek is just about a minute away from advancing to the next round.
Cavaney doing another fantastic job with their decision making that time, just dribbling through the full court pressure.
Make sure
it's just smart basketball here, Kaylin, working the ball back and forth.
Top plays brought to you by Currency. Make sure to stick around for those after this one comes to an end. We'll give you all the action from the exciting moments today. Under a minute to go. Weirs on the wing. Drive back inside. And there's a foul.
Griffins continue to attack the paint.
Staying in the fight right now. I mean, you like the effort, even though you know that they're not going to win, but they're fighting hard, which is always
they really
good.
are. Today wasn't about effort. It really wasn't. It was just everything that we heard about Elm Creek, how they're the total package. They got size, length, speed. They can shoot from beyond the arc. They put it on full display here in the Devaney Sports Center, and the Griffins just happen to be on the tracks, right? They happen to be in the way.
Yeah, and this is a really good Elm Creek team, and we knew that coming into it. Yep. Number 2 in this state for a reason. And they've got a player like Kendall Cavani who might just have to stay at her, tied at her career high unless she heaves something up here at the end. I think I would give it a shot at the state level. Why not?
And it's not just her. You know, there's two other players in double figures, and then you also have Knapp with 7 points right now. So we talked about how there's multiple, offensive threats for the Lady Buffaloes, and that's another thing that we've seen here this evening.
Come on, I want to see. Let's see Kendall get a last shot here. 14 on the shot clock. Now Kendall wants it. Dishes to Weirs. No foul call. Oh, whoa, late whistle. And a late injury. You never want to see a late injury with 6 seconds on the clock and the game already wrapped up.
Yeah, another one of those collisions down around the rim. Boy, we've seen a number of those between these two teams throughout.
It's been a physical ball game today.
And that's Haley Knapp that took the brunt end of that last shot.
There's a little bit of a look there. And traffic. Can't see a lot, but Knapp can come out of here. It's especially injuries this late in the game, late in the season. You want Knapp to be okay so she can play on Friday. She gets up, holding that eye, but
I don't know if it was on the initial wave or when she came back down. Yeah, hopefully it wasn't too severe of an eye poke or something to that nature.
Well, Michael Shively gave us the update. Contact fell out after getting hit in the face. That's, as someone with contacts, you got to find that thing, especially if you didn't bring extras.
Are you speaking from experience there?
Oh, 100%. The search for the contact. It's Indiana Jones. The search for the missing contact.
Only 6.5 seconds to go here.
You find it?
Formality at this point.
I think we might have found it. Now holding that eye. Yes, we found the contact. Yeah, it's never fun to lose a contact like that, I will say.
Have multiple substitutions now for both teams. Both crowds to their feet. Well-deserved round of applause, really, for both squads here. As we mentioned a moment ago, effort wasn't the issue here. Diller, Odell played their hearts out here in Lincoln.
Elm Creek just might be one of the teams to beat.
Yeah.
Trying to get 60 points.
Only one loss on the season. That came at the hands of a C1 title contender in Minden, who also won earlier here today.
One of the best names in the business, the Whippets. A free throw by Hell Regal is good. 2 seconds, ball out of bounds. Will stay with Diller Odell. Might have a chance at a heave. Get it in, and won't be able to get it off in time as the Elm Creek Buffaloes dominate tonight at the Devaney Center and get the win 60-44 over Diller Odell. A hard-fought, physical game of basketball.
Yeah.
Behind 27 points from Kendall Cavani. And Elm Creek moving on to the next round.
Yeah, don't go anywhere else. We're going to have player of the game, coach interviews, and highlights to cap it all off. But tip your cap to Elm Creek. Across the board, they just showed their class, right? Their presence underneath the post play, but then Cavani might have been will be the talk of the town tonight. 3-pointers, the triple drive. She put her entire game on full display.
Join us coming up next, top plays and player of the game and head coach interview on News Channel Nebraska.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful.
I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman.
I love it. Yeah, we would definitely recommend Sauter Heyman.
We're definitely coming back in the future.
We have a wedding band to buy. So.
We do, yes, the wedding bands. We'll be back for that.
Sauter Heyman Jewelers, downtown 12th and O, South Point Pavilions, and Grand Island.
Life can move at a pretty fast pace here in Nebraska. From lights on to lights out, there's no stopping our work ethic. That's why at Nebraska Public Power District, we take pride in keeping you going. Pride in knowing that your power grid is consistently ranked one of the nation's most reliable and resilient. We take on the challenges 24/7 because electricity is the lifeblood of your day, and powering your day is what motivates us to do our very best. NPPD, powering our state, empowering your life.
Hi, this is Misty. Here at Family Physical Therapy, we strive to go beyond your symptoms, ensuring you have access to quality, individualized care. We offer physical, occupational, and speech therapy. Family Physical Therapy has an excellent staff that cares about our patients' success. Whether you're suffering from a sports injury, a stroke, or working to improve balance and coordination, Family Physical Therapy is here to help. When you're here, you're family. Visit us at one of our many Nebraska locations today.
The air inside your home can be 2 to 5 times more polluted than outside air. John Henry's priority is keeping your home safe and healthy for you and your family. Cleaning your home's air duct system is an important part of that goal. Our service professionals will clean your air ducts using top-of-the-line equipment that pulls air in reverse through the duct system, while using compressed air and agitation tools to remove unwanted particles. Once the air is discharged, it runs through 3 stages of filtration, leaving your air duct system restored and functioning cleaner than ever. Contact John Henry's today and schedule your steps to a healthier home.
State basketball on NCN is brought to you by Heritage at Fountain Point, redefining senior living with a steadfast commitment to comfort, compassion, and dignity. Agri-City Insurance, protecting what you grow. And by Family Physical Therapy and Sports Center, getting you back in the game.
Liberty First Credit Union. It's for you. You live in Nebraska or the surrounding states? Then it's for you. Want to earn cash back on your transactions? Then it's for you. Are you ready to start banking with purpose? Then Liberty First Credit Union? It's for you. We're not your typical credit union. We support you with personalized banking that's open to everyone. Start banking with purpose at Liberty First Credit Union. We're for you.
Elm Creek victorious over Diller Odell. Jaden Arisman, the head coach. Coach, first state tournament win since 2005 for this program. How's that feel?
Oh, very exciting. It's big for our community, big for our team. So I'm glad that we came in here, did what we needed to do, and got the win.
What's it been like building this program up over the last few years?
Yeah, it's been a process. It didn't happen overnight. None of these girls had ever even won a district game before this year. So the growth that they have shown is just amazing. And I'm really proud of them for never giving up. This has been building for a couple years, so I'm happy for their success this year.
Well, you got it done today. I know you had to go against one of the top players in the state, Miley Weir. What was the game plan to slow her down, and how'd you do it?
Yeah, she's incredible. We were going to face guard her the whole time and be in big-time help. Everybody was locked in. Kendall and Tegan really guarded her most of the time, Ashley a couple times. People were helping each other out, and she is phenomenal, but they were able to slow her down a little bit tonight.
Your player that went off, Kendall Cavaney, she's a sophomore, 27 points. She made 6 3-pointers tonight. What'd you see from her?
Yeah, she's our point guard. She does a really good job of getting other people open. But she was feeling her shot today. She told me that earlier. And so
before the game?
This morning she was feeling it. So I guess it carried over. But, she knows when to distribute and she knows when to shoot. So she's very smart, and I'm glad she had a good game.
Well, congratulations on the win, and good luck Friday.
Thank you.
We'll bring in our player of the game, Kendall Cavaney. Kendall, congratulations. You just won a state tournament game. How's that feel?
It feels so good.
Well, if there was any doubt who was going to win, that was erased after you made 2 straight 3-pointers to start the fourth quarter. Take me through that sequence.
I just felt we went on a little bit. We weren't on a run, and we just needed something. So as soon as I got open, I shot it, and I was trying to get us up again and try to get our team going again.
Coach told me that You told her you were feeling it as a shooter this morning. How'd you know this morning that you were going to shoot it well?
While we were scrimmaging, I just was making everything. I was like, oh, this is going to be a good game.
27 points and 6 3-pointers, but it wasn't just offense. Your team's defense was fantastic tonight. How did the unit on that side of the basketball get it done?
It just helped us as a team keep going, like knowing that not only the offense is why we're winning this game, the defense is also why. So.
This is the first state tournament win for Elm Creek in 20 years. How does it feel to do this for the community?
It feels so good. It feels so good.
Well, go enjoy it with your team. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
That's the Elm Creek Buffaloes. They're feeling good after a win over Diller Odell.
A team that hasn't been to the state tournament or the state title game since 2004. And Andy, they're one game away.
Yeah, and I really like those interviews. You saw the raw emotion there. That was really good to see. And as Coach Erisman said, this has been a process. This is her fourth year as a coach, meaning she had these girls, these seniors from their freshman year on, and you can see how the process has paid off. I think everybody feels good for the Elm Creek Buffaloes here tonight.
Time now for our top plays in just 1 second. We'll get things all wrapped up with our exciting games from today. Now the winner, so Elm Creek will play the winner of our next matchup. That is Southwest and Cedar Catholic, which should be a really fun battle. We're excited to bring you that one coming up next, as these two teams looking to see who could advance to the Friday matchup and be one of the Final Four. Our broadcast and our top plays are thanks in part to Currency. If you need financing for RVs, ATVs, or other expensive items, Currency is here to help. Visit GoCurrency.com today. There's a look at the crowd. It's been an exciting one. Elm Creek and Diller Odell, 2 seed and the 7 seed, as our third game in Class D1 about to get underway. And here's the run from Elm Creek. A nice finish off the bucket and off the glass for Ryan Erickson. Got the game opened up for the Buffaloes. 10-4 is the lead. 3-pointer, Kendall Cavany. Unbelievable night for her. 6 3-pointers in the game, and that was just her first. But an answer back from Miley Weirs, a UNK Loper, to end the first quarter. 14-10 at the end of one. Buffaloes with a narrow 4-point lead. Now with the basketball, 3-pointer, another one dropping. That time getting it to fall was Ashley Bauer. 28-15, midway through the second quarter. Weirs dribbling through her legs and breaking down to defender and excited for a big-time three. 33-21, 1:20 to go. Kendall Cavany finds a crease. Can't leave her that much space, because if you do, we've seen what can happen. Kendall Cavany, a big 3-pointer. Second half, 40-23, a shot at the glass, and it's good for Aiden McKinney. Trying to get things right back into the action. 45-31 third quarter. Another 3-pointer buried by Ashley Bauer. Every time it felt like Diller Odell would make a step back into the comeback, a 3-pointer by the other end would make it a big one. Now here's Miley Weirs, still fighting hard for the Griffins, trying to fight back in the ball game as we head to the fourth quarter. But Elm Creek still with a big lead, 50-34, and Kendall Cavany, another one. Drops a big three to kick off the fourth quarter, and she wasn't done. That was her 5th three, as Miley Weirs answers back, finds a friendly way in off the back of the rim, and drops. 56-39, back inside, a foul, and the bucket. Knapp gets it to go. And a victory for Elm Creek, their first win at state in 20 years, 60-44. Not done yet on News Channel Nebraska. We got some more basketball action as Cedar Catholic and Southwest is coming up next on NCN.